Hi everyone, it's Maggie and I am here with a project share. I made a what I'm calling a paper and lace fabric journal because the base of the book is fabric, and I combined papers and laces along with some other types of embellishments to make this journal. So let me show you, probably easier if I turn it around. Now I made the base of the journal as I usually do, and then I covered the front and back pages with this piece here, and this is part of it. This is the edge of it, and I went underneath is this little fringy piece here. And I didn't realize at the time that it was going to cover it up, but that's okay. I think you might see it on the other side. And then I covered the bottom with this trim here. This is a Crafty Me shop trim. And then the top, I used that trim there. So let me bring it back around. Okay, and then I just started layering some papers. There's scrapbook paper, there's book paper, and then the paper image. There's some cheesecloth, there's some pink lace. This is a piece of a vintage doily, and here's a little piece of lace there. And then here's a part of an applique that's also a Crafty Me Shop applique. And then here's a piece of tatting that I put on the bottom. And I think that's basically all I did for the front cover. Here's another piece of vintage lace. I used a lot of vintage laces and doilies. So then, oh, and I'm using seam binding to tie it together. So the first two pages, and this is where I was trying to make it into a different type of journal and a different type of fabric book. I wanted to combine them, and I'm not sure how much I succeeded, but I did try. So anyways, these are the first two pages, and I added this trim here all along, and then this trim to finish it off. This is eyelet fabric for the pages, and then there's two pockets. There's this pocket here and this pocket here. Excuse me. So this, let me take these out and then you can see better. I used a wide trim here, a wide lace that goes all the way to the bottom for a deep pocket. And then I took part of a doily piece and made that into the second pocket. And I just added some pink applique flowers. And then these I had made on another live one day. There's some stamping, and on the back you can do some journaling. So that's basically, there's a lot of journaling pieces in here. That's why I'm calling it a journal too. And then here's some more. This I stamped. I think the only stamps I used were La Blanche stamps. Here's another one. And I just distressed them. And then these go in this one here. And I kept the pages fairly simple because it is a journal. And then here, I did several layers of paper, and here's some more cheesecloth. Here's a piece of a doily here. Here's an applique from Esme's store. Here's a tiny piece of tatting. Whoops, I'm not even in frame here. Here's a tiny piece of tatting here and here. And then some lace trim. Here's another wide Actually, it's the same white piece that I used as a pocket that I had a square left and I just put it underneath there. I wanted to make several layers too on all the different pages. So, and on the bottom here, you can see a little bit better the trims that I used all around. Okay, and then you go to the middle two pages, and the same thing I put this trim all around, and then I finished it off with this trim. This is a almost like a placemat type of linen piece here. And these are both pockets, and I'll show you that in a minute. Both pages, I did the same thing. I layered several different papers, dictionary paper, and then there's lace eyelet and a little piece of I don't think you'd call this a doily, but it was on a square doily. And then there's some music paper. And then over here, there's an image, more music paper, and book paper, and scrapbook paper, and then different pieces of laces. And here's another tatted piece with a rhinestone piece here in the corner. And then the pockets, this one has a just a journal, a little mini journal that you can just write in. And I did make this from scratch. It's not anything, complicated, but I sewed it together. I used this beautiful Prima piece, and then I added an eyelet trim on the sides here to kind of reinforce the spine a little bit. And then I did the same with the piece on the other side. And here's this piece. And this is Prima paper too from the same line. I think it's called Love Letters. I apologize if I'm not in camera range. It's hard for me to see on my laptop. And I used a different lace here on the side, again for the spine. And then it was both ones have all blank pages because I wanted them to be like mini journals. And so I left them all blank. And here's some more of that eyelet trim. So that's the middle two pages. And I hope you can see. It's probably easier to show you down here, and then it goes all the way around. And here's the last two pages. And again, several layers. There's a doily piece behind here, behind the two pages. I went around it again. Here's an applique piece from Crafty Me Shop, and here's a rhinestone piece and these little blue flowers here from my stash. There's a doily piece. There's more cheesecloth and lace. And then down here you can see I used more of this trim here, and then I finished it off with this trim here. And then on the last page, I made two pockets, one here and one here. And I added these flowers with the little dangle, and then I added this piece to both of the ends just to finish it off. And then in this pocket, I had made these quite a while ago. They're just little journal cards, and they've just got some paper and some tatting. And here's another one. This says Glorious. This one has little birds. So those go in there. And then this one has the theme of the day, Miracle and Wonders, and it's an angel. And here's another journal card. And I guess I forgot to say that all the images are angels, little angels. I can't believe I forgot to say that, but I did. So angel, I'll show you again. This really beautiful angel. Whoops. Let me hold that still. Okay. Um, Another beautiful angel. And then the cover has an angel here. So that's it. That's my paper and lace fabric journal. If you'd like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And it is for sale, as I said in the title. And in the description box, we'll have my email if anybody's interested. I have so many projects, and I really need to make some space for some new ones. So I thought I would share. And I will be back again soon, hopefully with another project share. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.